Should hair pulling be violent conduct? Not for the first time this season, a Premier League manager was left incensed by a red card for hair pulling. On this occasion, it was Manchester United manager Michael Carrick who described Lisandro Martinez's dismissal against Leeds United on Monday as a shocking decision. In January, Everton boss David Moyes said it was ridiculous that Michael Keane was sent off against Wolves. It has been consistent in the Premier League, at least. If there has been definitive evidence of a hair pull, it has led to a video assistant referee (VAR) intervention for violent conduct and a 3-match ban. But this one-size-fits-all approach is controversial. Match of the Day pundit Alan Shearer summed up the general opinion of former players on BBC Breakfast. Never a red card, not in the Premier League, former England striker Shearer said of Martinez's dismissal. We need to be careful about where the game is heading if that is being deemed violent conduct and a red card. It's not what we want to see. So why is hair pulling always seen as a red card? What makes it violent conduct? And does a player really deserve to miss 3 matches because of it? If we see it again next week, it will be the same outcome. Cast your mind back to August 2022. Tottenham defender Christian Romero tugged back Chelsea's Marc Cucurella by his hair. The VAR, Mike Dean, opted not to intervene for an obvious red card. It created a line in the sand. From that point on, a zero-tolerance approach was adopted. Has the hair been tugged? Then it is a red card for violent conduct. A strict application means we have to accept that there are cases, like Keane and Martinez, where the punishment appears too severe. It's a bit like handball in the Champions League. People do not like some of the penalties, but they know what they are getting. If you want consistency, then you cannot have common sense too. After the Keane red card, referees boss Howard Webb was very clear that hair pulling was quite an offensive thing. It was the appropriate outcome, Webb said. It was unusual, but if we see it again next week, it will be the same outcome. It took a few months before we did see it in similar circumstances with Martinez, and Webb was proved to be correct. There has only been one other VAR red card in the Premier League for Southampton's Jack Stephens on Cucurella. There have been several other instances in the Club World Cup, Women's Super League and Women's Euros. Hair pulling is one of those dark arts which is usually only spotted through video evidence. It happens off the ball, but is more identifiable than the subtle elbow to the chest or a nip to the stomach. Even in the EFL, which does not have VAR, Ipswich's Leif Davis was recently banned after being picked up on camera pulling the hair of Leicester's Caleb Akoli. Evidence is not always clear, however. Fulham's Kenny Tate could have been sent off for yanking the hair of Manchester City's Anton Semenyo in February. It may well have happened, but the VAR did not feel the evidence was conclusive enough for a review. Is a 3-game ban justified? What is potentially most frustrating for managers is the 3-match ban. Does the punishment really fit the crime? Carrick's defensive resources have been depleted by injuries, while Harry Maguire could be suspended for Saturday's trip to Chelsea. That had to play into his level of frustration. One of the issues is the catch-all approach to disciplinary action in England. Other leagues tend to work off a 1-match ban, which can be extended on a case-by-case basis. But in the Premier League, violent conduct and serious foul play are both automatic 3-game suspensions. A headbutt? 3 games. A potentially leg-breaking tackle? 3 games. A small tug on the hair? 3 games. Moyes could not believe he would be without Keane for that long, and lodged an appeal against the red card and the excessive punishment. A 3-man Football Association panel, made up of former players, rejected the appeal by 2 votes to 1. Carrick may well attempt to get Martinez's ban overturned too, although the incidents were so similar that success seems unlikely. A red card escape in the Women's Champions League for Katie McCabe perhaps shows the kind of decision fans really see as deserving of a ban. The Arsenal player hauled back Chelsea's Alyssa Thompson by the hair. Somehow, McCabe was not sent off through a VAR intervention. Chelsea boss Sonia Bompastor was furious and questioned the level of refereeing in the women's game. In the supporters' minds, McCabe getting nothing but Keane and Martinez being sent off makes no logical sense.